The movers arrive tomorrow morning. What's up, everybody? It's me, Angie B, and today is Sunday, June 19th, 2022. Oh my gosh. Yesterday was the March on Washington for the Poor People's Campaign, and you guys, I could not have asked for a more beautiful day. I really couldn't have. The weather was perfect. And DC, it was perfect for DC. It was very light humidity. The wind was, there was a cool breeze blowing. The sun was shining. It wasn't too hot. It wasn't too cold. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. And I couldn't have been happier. The turnout was amazing. It was incredible. The speakers, all of the states that were involved, that had participants coming from all over the country. It was fantastic. And I'm so happy that I got to spend time with my Poor People's Campaign movement family. Oh my gosh, I could cry. I could cry. I'm gonna miss them so much. This whole thing was just an amazing time. Just really an amazing time. And I was so glad that I was able to see and hug on the neck of, Reverend Theo Harris and Reverend Barber. I love them so much, and I'm going to truly miss them. One thing that I didn't expect and wasn't planning for was just having to say goodbye. And how hard that was. It really was hard saying goodbye to my movement family. The Poor People's Campaign was originally the brainchild of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. In 1967, he imagined a movement that would bring together poor and low-wealth persons from all across the United States, uniting people across lines of poverty and across lines of race and religion and geographic location. The Poor People's Campaign, as Dr. King envisioned it, never did get a chance to fully become actualized. Although the campaign did take place in 1968, Dr. King's assassination stopped much of the forward momentum. Fast forward to 2018, where Reverends Dr. Theo Harris and Barber picked up the mantle and began to run with it again, creating the Poor People's Campaign, a national call for moral revival. These people have been my family for the last 5 years. Being able to serve the Maryland Poor People's Campaign as the co-chair, along with my co-chair, Rabbi Alana Suskin, has been some of the greatest work that I've done in my social justice career. I've been able to meet people all across the great state of Maryland and become linked with arms and activism. We've been marching and protesting and lobbying and registering people to vote and doing all kind of protests, to include even getting arrested. But at the heart of it all lies a great people. I'm thankful that I got a chance to be mentored by such great activists like Elijah Cummings and John Lewis and even the great Reverend Dr. Jesse Jackson. So many wonderful people I've met over the course of my time in the Poor People's Campaign.
Hey! Hey! Good morning, everyone. Poor People's Campaign in full effect. Join us down at Union Square. Be there or be square. Power of the people won't stop, y'all.
Whatever y'all need.
Let's go.
Take the time. Come on.
I'm going to miss them. I'm going to miss them so much. I'm going to miss them. Um, and honestly, I don't know what God has in store. He hasn't told me. He hasn't told me what we have in store. And so that can be a bit nerve-wracking, but I know what my marching orders are, and I trust God. I mean, it just SOCKS. It is what it is. I trust him. He's earned it. Anyway, what am I supposed to tell God? No. I mean, it's always been when God has given us marching orders, when he has said for us to go, I want you to go this place, I want you to do this. He's always had provision for us. So, from Maryland to Mexico, I guess that's where we're going and what we're going to see in store. I'm excited though. I'm excited, but honestly, look at this room. Y'all see this room? You see it? Hold on. All this stuff that has to be. There's still a couple things. Like I mentioned before, I still got to pack that box and get rid of that plant. And, but for the most part, look at Lucky. There was Lucky. For the most part, we are mostly packed in here. There's photo albums that seem to just be coming out the wazoo. It's like they're gremlins. They grow with water or something. I don't know what the heck. Photo albums all over the place. And most of them, it turns out, are photo albums that came from Lamar's mom and dad and family and things like that. And don't ask me how Lamar's hobby stuff has wound up here in the sunroom. It's not supposed to be up here. And that stuff over there in the corner is for the kit from the kitchen. But these little shelves and stuff for his hobby. This chair. Hey, Lucky. Hey, pup. Yeah. So we still have all this stuff that has made its way into the sunroom here. And will eventually make its way on the shipping container tomorrow. Okay, so enough talking. I gotta go. Oh, Gabby. You might be wondering where she is. Man, listen. If you hadn't been following along with our journey, you might want to go back and check a couple of the earlier videos, because life was lifing during this whole time period prior to our move to Mexico. Back in April, 2 months before our move, our son fell playing basketball at school, broke his leg in two and had to have a titanium rod put in from his ankle all the way up to his kneecap. And then at the same time, our daughter Gabrielle got sick and needed to be hospitalized for more than a month at Children's Hospital. All of this was swirling at the same time that we were trying to pack an entire house, downsize, estate sale, get rid of everything. It was crazy. And at this point in time, Gabrielle was still in the hospital. She's still in the hospital. She's not yet well enough to come home. The doctors think that, she thinks she's well enough to come home and would like to come home now. She's homesick. And honestly, I miss her so bad. But we want to make sure she is fully recovered and fully well before we even try to bring her out. But having that been said, we got a hard stop this week. So we think she's going to be ready. She'll be able to come home this week. Now, whether or not she'll be coming home to this mess, or if she will be able to bypass all of it and come straight to the road and we hit the road. It remains to be seen. So, all right, guys, let me get back to work. Bye.